Good afternoon, I am Pucholo Lapus, the first reporter for our group. Today, we will talk about the Gastpe. Gastpe, known as the government assistance to students and teachers in private educations. Gastpe Act, or the Republic Act 6728, was amended by the Republic Act 8545, known as the expanded Gastpe Act. The declarations of policy is to promote and make quality education accessible to all Filipino citizens. Also to recognize the complementary roles of public and private educational institutions in the educational system and the invaluable contributions that private schools have made and will make to educations. The following are the criteria for assistance: tuition fee charged by the school, socio-economic of each region giving priority to the social reform agenda provinces, performance of the schools, academic qualifications, financial needs of the student, teachers, and school, geographic spread, and size. The form of assistance for student in Gastpe Act. First is the tuition fee supplement for students in private high school, including vocational and technical courses. Second is the high school textbook assistance fund. And third is the expansion of existing educational service contracting scheme. Next is the voucher system of the private education student financial assistance program. Next is the scholar grant to the student graduating as valedictorian and salutatorian from secondary school. Next is the tuition fee supplement to the student in private colleges and university. Lastly, the education loan fund. Also, there are forms of assistance for teachers and faculty in private educations. In Republic Act 8545, they added in-service training fund for teachers in private school. Next is the College Faculty Development Fund. One of the form of assistance in Gastpe Act is the tuition fee supplement for students in private high school, including vocational and technical courses. The government shall provide them with a voucher equal to 290 pesos for the student enrolled in school charging less than 1,500 pesos per year in tuition and other fees during school year. And this shall be granted to all private schools participating in the program for a number of slots. High School Textbook Assistance Fund. The Department of Education, Culture and Sport, or DEX, established a high school textbook assistance fund to support the implementations of secondary education development program to give assistance for students who enroll in private school exclusively for the purchase of high school textbooks. The textbook assistance shall be granted only to beneficiary of tuition fee supplement and educational service contracting scheme in this act. Expansion of existing educational service contracting scheme. The Department of Education, Culture and Sport shall continue to enter into contracts with private schools, whereby the government shall shoulder the tuition and other fee of excess students in public high school who shall enroll under this program. The department shall fully pay the subsidized amount to participating school not later than 180 days from the close of the registration period. An equalization scheme shall be implemented by the State Assistance Council. Assistance for college freshmen. The voucher system of private student financial assistance program, or the FESFA. This program covers degree and non-degree vocational technical courses, shall be expanded so that all qualified enrolling first-year students can benefit from a scholarship Class allowance. The financial assistance shall be granted to the deserving and privileged student, who shall be selected on the basis of family income, geographic spread, and the result of competitive examinations to be given by CHED and TESDA in all secondary school in coordinations with the DEX. The private colleges and university provide for full or half tuition waiver for 5% of entering freshmen, which shall include among others valedictorian and salutatorian of both public and private high school. Valedictorian receive allowance if they shall enroll in priority courses. For further assistance to student in private colleges and university, for student in priority programs in school charging an effective per unit tuition rate, the government provide the student with the vouchers for amount of tuition fee supplement determined by the State Assistant Council. Education Loan Fund. The Study Now Pay Later program, or also known as the Student Loan Fund, to be administered by the CHED and TESDA, created under Republic Act No. 60/14, which shall be used to finance educational loan to cover matriculations and other educational expenses. The payment of this program should be after 2 years from time he has acquired an employment. Social Security Fund. Social Security System Fund shall make available to low-interest educational loans to its members and private educational institutions for school building and improvement of their plants and their facilities. Limitations. The rights of any student to avail for these benefits under this Act shall not apply if the student fail for 1 year in the majority of the academic subjects. In-Service Training Fund. This fund is to improve the quality of teaching in private secondary education. The Department of Education, Culture, and Sports established an instant fund to provide for the upgrading of knowledge and teaching competency in critical subject area, and for the moderations of teaching in use of computer and other multimedia educational technologies to assist instructions. The In-Service Training Fund shall be available only to the qualified licensed teachers in participating private high school as determined by the State Assistant Council. This fund shall not exceed that available to public secondary education on per capita. College Faculty Development Fund. This fund is to provide for scholarship to graduates degree, and non-degree workshop or seminars for faculty members in private post-secondary vocational and technical institutions and higher educational institutions to improve the quality of teaching in higher education. Teachers Salary Subsidy Fund. The Teacher Salary Subsidy Fund, established in the Department of Education, Culture, and Sports, to grant government subsidy to teachers in private high school participating in programs of assistance. The subsidy to be received by such private high school teachers shall not be more than 80% of the monthly salary. Private high school teachers qualified to receive subsidy are duly licensed by PRC. Voucher for salary subsidy, which shall be reimbursed directly to the teachers within 60 days. Those are the program under the Gastpe Act. That will be the end of my report about Gastpe. Thank you for listening.